Mama.
God damn it. You
What?
didn't even...
Is that the wrong part?
Yes. We agreed, and I was going to... This was my show.
Just killed a man.
I already didn't want to sing, and so...
Put a gun against his head.
Pulled my trigger.
$1,000 a week for singing lessons, and this is what I get. You're flat. You're so flat. All right, guys, we just got out of seeing Bohemian Rhapsody. Finally, I feel like I've been waiting for this movie for like half a year.
Yeah, it's been a while.
And it's like,
and then it was
not gonna let
here.
it sneak up on me. Why? I feel feels at the end of that movie. I feel feels, and it's hard to just jump right into a review on it.
We gotta jump right into the review.
We gotta go right into the review. So it's gotten mixed reviews. I've heard some people like raving about it, and then I've heard some people that were like not so hyped on it. And currently, it's sitting at like a 60% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Something like that.
Where do we fall?
I think that the pacing for the first hour or so was bad, but you had a good counter with it. It was off the charts. It was just like I was like, holy shit, I gotta watch this.
I'm not arguing with you on the pacing, because I do also think it was like not great, but to me the only thing that would have improved the pacing is an expanded runtime, and there's a lot of risks that come with going from like it's 2 hours and 15 minutes, which I feel is about right. I think you could have gotten up to 2.5 hours, but past that you're gonna lose the audience, I think, even with something as anticipated as this. So what else do we think about pacing? How is Remy?
Great. Takes a while to get used to him, but he actually did an outstanding job, I think.
I think the more that gets into the performing aspects of it, the more you start seeing the Freddie come out, and that was extremely impressive. Now, I'm not as much of a music aficionado as my friend Tyler here, but so I'm not really familiar outside of lead singers for most bands.
Something just fucked up in my eyes.
So I'm already forgetting the names of some of the bandmates, but like I really liked all their characters and how they were portrayed, but now I can't speak to the authenticity of how they were portrayed. But how do you think that the co-leads did?
Good. Some weren't used as much as the others, but I don't think that anybody didn't get any time, if that makes sense.
Right.
It was definitely a Freddie Mercury movie, for sure. But they hounded in a lot. It's Queen. It's Queen. The band is Queen, you know?
Now, coming from somebody that knows a decent amount about some like music history and stuff like that, did you learn anything from this movie, or was it mostly like just cool to see interpretations of stuff that you already knew?
Depending on how accurate it is, I learned a lot. I don't. I'm more familiar with like the musical and the performance aspect of Queen. I don't know really a whole lot of the behind the scenes other than the obvious ones that everybody else knows. So yeah, I learned a lot from it.
And I would make that same point. Depending on its accuracy, I learned quite a bit as well. A lot of that, or I'm hoping a lot of it is accurate to a degree, because it had the blessing of the bandmates, and they had some creative input on how the story was told. And I think they painted everyone in a light that wasn't. I mean, obviously the bandmates look good most of the movie, but I was kind of worried that they weren't going to go dark at all throughout the movie. I thought it was going to be kind of a little bit of a fluff piece, and I think for part of the movie it is, but that was their start, you know. It was all
I love the roller coaster this movie takes us on. I mean,
sunshines and rainbows.
It goes all over the place, and let me say, some of the shots in this film are fantastic. They're like really good. There you go. I haven't seen creativity like this in a very long time with directing. Everybody's trying to get, you know, like the good CGI, or like there's some, like, I would say like an auteurist kind of take on these shots, you know, like it brings me back to like you know, like Brian De Palma, like way early in the day, or, you know, like Hitchcock. Like you know that they thought a lot about these shots, and it was not that they don't always think a lot about the shots, but there's some great creativity in there.
I actually feel like an idiot, because I just thought of one of the biggest things that made me go, oh, I was not aware of Freddie Mercury's ethnic background at all.
Oh, okay.
Like, I was completely, it took me by surprise, and learning that much of his like backstory, where he came from, where he was born, his parents, and the kind of upbringing that he had, I found to be absolutely fascinating, and I love the people that they hired to play his family, and just those interactions. There's moments of tensity, there's moments of love and compassion, and you felt that throughout the movie. And I think they did a not super detailed but an interesting enough job exploring his relationship with Mary, his wife of many years. And I just thought it was extremely well handled, and I think the resounding, standing ovation that the movie got at the end of it really hits the nail on the head.
Dude,
and takes
people
it home.
clapped. I haven't been to a movie where people clapped at the
Thunderous
end.
clap. Like, it was a slow start, but then
The Force
boom.
Awakens. That was the last time. That was the last time.
It's a biopic.
Yeah,
And it got a blockbuster amount of applause. Let's talk about how this isn't opening night. This is the night after. That theater was fucking packed. Like, there was like not an extra seat. Like, we were a few minutes late, and I looked and I could tell what our seats were because it was the only 2 empty ones. So I love how many people came, and I love when the songs were playing, hearing people behind us singing along with them. I like when I was walking to the bathroom at the end of the movie, everyone's singing like the last song in the credits, and you can just tell that Queen and Freddie have had such a dramatic impact on so many generations of lives, young, old, people from across the continents and everything. And that's why I was really anticipating this film, is I wanted to be part of that, because I think we all have dealt with Queen, had Queen in our lives to some degree.
Let me just say, I mean, short of like breaking out the records and listening to it, if you want to feel the music, I thought, like Walk the Line or The Doors or like other ones like really brought it in, and this movie really makes you feel there.
It is very performance centric, to so much to the point where you feel like you're in the audience for a various number of shots throughout a lot of their performances. And to me, I almost feel more like watching this movie in a theater is closer to getting a concert experience than like watching a concert on YouTube.
Was that IMAX that we just watched?
We did watch an IMAX. We recommend
watch it in IMAX.
Sure. You need a big screen, and I'm saying front row seats. We were three rows up.
Yeah.
This is the longest review we've ever done on YouTube Live, because I have a lot to say about this movie. I loved it. I really recommend, whether you are a Queen fan or not. I think if you are a Queen fan, obviously it's going to hit you home more, but I think it's just a good movie.
It got me. When everybody clapped, it got me. I stayed stone-faced the whole time, and then everybody...
He was worrying me. I was scared. I was like, is Tyler hating this right now? Like, are we going to have completely different opinions at the end?
Until I knew it was... I don't know. That pacing at the beginning just really... I'm like, I can see why this has the rating that it does on Rotten Tomatoes.
It's now, funny. When he gets his...
The whole thing comes together as an ensemble.
When he looks the most like the Freddie that most of us know, and he gets the stash and short hair, it's like a breaking point in the movie. It's like, and from here on out, you have Freddie Mercury. And I thought that was really cool. There's a lot to appreciate in the film.
The movie turns, actually, right when you see that look at first, and it just becomes it's like a Megadeth song. It's in 2 parts.
Awesome. So how's the recommendation look?
I recommend seeing it for sure, and I'm definitely going to see it again. Break it out with some popcorn at home.
Absolutely. I'm going to give this movie it's hard. I feel like it's better than 8. 8.5 is pretty strong, but I'm going with 8.5 out of 10 for this film.
I'm gonna give it an 8 because I give nothing an 8. Hey.
All right, so we got roundabouts dealing with some 8s. Go see the movie. If you have seen it, let us know what you thought. Are you excited for the film? Were you maybe not thinking about seeing it? Now you are. Have we convinced you? I hope we have. Any final thoughts?
No, go see it.
So, are you saying this is not another one biting the dust?
No, thank God.
All right.
Makes me more excited for Rocket Man.
You're saying that we are having a good time? Having a good time? All right. And yeah, I'm looking forward to Rocket Man too, little Elton John. And that is Taron Egerton. What's his name in Kingsman? All right, that's fine. All right, Eggsy, thank you very much. That's what you're here for. That's what I pay you for. All right, guys. Until next time, the next review, which might be mid-90s. I still need to go see that, even though it's going to be super late. All right, guys. May the film be with you.
Bye. Get it out of my face.